Hi guys, these are some common questions with probability. You'll probably find these on a foundation paper. I wouldn't say they would be on a higher paper, but who knows. So we'll start with coloured counters. This is a classic question. A bag contains 5 red, 3 yellows and 2 green counters, and a counter is picked at random. What is the probability it is yellow? So like we do with ratios, let's add up everything we have in total, and we have 5 red plus 3 yellow plus 2 green. So in total we have 10 counters. So what is the probability it is yellow? So let's have a look. How many yellow have we got? 3. So it's going to be 3 over 10. Can't simplify it. That's it. That's your answer. Next one. What is the probability it is not green? So this time we're not including the green in our working out. So it's going to be 5, which is our red, plus 3, which is our yellow. So we're going to add it up, which is 8, and we're going to divide it by 10. So our probability that it's not green equals 8 over 10. Can we simplify it? Yes, we can. We can half it, and that becomes 4 over 5. And that's your answer. That is a classic question. Very easy, really, but obviously more practice and all that. So I'm just going to move down to this one because it's very similar to that one we've just done. A bag contains 4 red, 3 blue and 5 green counters. 1 counter is chosen at random. What is the probability that it is red? Let's do exactly the same thing. We're going to add them up. So we've got 4 plus 3 plus 5, which gives us 12. 12 counters in total. So what is the probability it is red? Well, we know that red is 4. So it's going to be 4 divided by 12. Simplified, 4 into 4 goes once, 4 into 12 go 3 times. So the probability of it being red is a third. What is the probability it is not blue? So we don't include blue. So we've got 4, which is our red, plus our 5 green. Remember, not blue, we're not including blue. This gives us 9, and our total is 12. Can we simplify it? Yes, we can. 3's into 9 go 3, and 3's into 12 go 4. So the probability of it not being blue is 3/4. So they're very similar questions. Very good to learn these kinds of questions as well. So now let's go on where there's a little bit more wording, a little bit more thinking. So 2 dice. 2 standard 6-sided dice are rolled. Now it's asking you for the probability that the total is 7. What that means is how many combinations add up to 7. For example, I've rolled 2 dice. 1 comes on one dice and 6 on the other. That equals 7. 2 and 5 equals 7. If we roll a 3 and a 4, that will equal 7. If we roll a 4 and a 3, that's a 7. 5 and a 2 and 7. 6 and a 1 is 7. So those are the total combinations when you're rolling dice. Okay? So we've got 6 combinations. There aren't any other ways you can roll a dice that equals 7. So what is the probability that the total is 7? So we've got 6 combinations. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the possible outcomes, which would be 6 times 6. 6 combinations equals 36. Now we've got to work out the probability. Now the probability is going to be 6 over 36, and simplified is 1 over 6. So the probability that the total is 7 is 1 over 6. The next one says the probability that both numbers are even. So what you're going to do there is, let's write it down on a dice. What is the probability that the numbers are even? Well, we have a 2, we have a 4, and we have 6. So there's 3 choices per dice. Agreed? Per dice. I'll take this up to here. So it's 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 times 3, because that's dice 1, we'll call it. And this is dice 2. And that equals 9. And it's all over 36. And simplified down, 9 into 9 goes once, 9 into 36 go 4. So the answer is a quarter. So there's lots of thinking on that one. And just remember, there's 2 lots of dice, yeah? There's 2 dice. Pizza and pasta. A survey of 40 students found that 24 liked pizza, 18 liked pasta, and 10 liked both. If a student picks at random, find the probability that the student likes pizza but not pasta, and pizza or pasta but not pasta. So what we're going to do is get our 24 pizzas and we're going to subtract the section that says like both, because it says not pasta, and obviously we have pasta included in this. And obviously we're not going to touch that pasta. So now we have 24 minus 10, which gives us 14. Put it into a fraction. So to find the probability, we've got 14, and it's out of 40 students. Can we simplify it? Yes, we can. 2's into 14 goes 7, and 2's into 40 go 20. And it can't be simplified any further. So pizza, not pasta, is 7 over 20. Right, pizza or pasta. So we've got pizza, 24, plus pasta, subtract 10, because we're now subtracting they like both, because it says or pasta. So the answer is 32 students. And we need to find the probability, so we're going to divide it by 40. Divide it by 2, which is 16 over 20. Divide by 2 again, which is 8 over 10. And we can go even further. 2's into 8 go 4, and 2's into 10 go 5. So the probability is 4/5. So once again, that's another question where there's a lot of thought process. A spinner has 8 equal sections numbered 1 to 8. What is the probability of landing on a multiple of 3? So let's look at the multiples of 3 between 1 and 8. So between 1 and 8, we know the multiples of 3 are just going to be simply 3 and 6. They're the only multiples between 1 and 8. With 3. So the probability of landing on a multiple of 3 is going to be what? We've got two numbers there, so it's going to be 2 over 8, because that's the amount in total we have. And we're going to simplify that to 1/4. So that's the answer. So that's quite simple, really. A prime number between 1 and 8. What are the prime numbers between 1 and 8? Well, we know 2 is. Remember 1 in itself. 3, 5, and 7. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we're going to do? We're going to just simply do, you've got it, 4 over 8, which equals 1/2. So the probability of landing on a multiple of 3 is 1/4, and the probability of landing on a prime number is simply 1/2. So these are common questions. Some of them a little bit more detailed, a little bit more thought goes into them, but you do need to know them. So if you do go to my website, next to this video, there will be a worksheet that has questions like this, different ones, and it has the full working out and answers on the sheet as well. You don't need to print them off, just work from it online. Okay, bye-bye.